All right, let's dive into the lore of Avelshire today. We're talking about a legendary king, but his story doesn't start in some fancy palace. Nope, it begins right in the middle of a massive, raging storm.
You know, every great legend needs a killer opening line, right? And this one, it's a total classic. It just throws you right into this mythic, almost supernatural vibe. We're not talking about a little bit of rain here. This is a storm for the ages, the kind of thing that legends and heroes are made of.
And this is the key, right here. The story makes it super clear from the get-go the storm and the kid are connected. This is no accident, no coincidence. It's an omen. It's literally the foundation of who he is. Okay, so let's get into the really wild circumstances of his birth, because this is where the legend of the Storm-Born King really starts to come together. I mean, think about this sequence of events. It's so specific, so powerful. You've got this bolt of lightning, right? Normally, that's just pure destruction. But it doesn't just blow this ancient tree apart. No, it carves a perfect cradle out of it. It's like nature itself was getting the nursery ready for him.
And this is just a brilliant way to show the two sides of his personality. You've got the lamb's wool, which is all about gentleness, protection, that classic shepherd king vibe. But then you look at his eyes, the color of thunderclouds. That's the storm, right there. That's the power he was born from.
So, okay, a miraculous birth is one thing. But what did people do? How did the world react? How does this kid, apparently chosen by the land itself, actually get recognized as the new king? Wow, just what an image. The story just lays it out there as a simple fact. The biggest storm anyone can remember, this force of pure chaos, just stops. The second a newborn baby cries. That's his first act in the world, and it's something that literally changes everything around him.
And check out how everyone reacted. The regular folks, the villagers, they're whispering that he's a gift from the spirits. The story even says the wind stopped just to hear him breathe. But the real kicker is the druids, the ones who hold all the ancient wisdom. Their reaction tells you everything. They don't just whisper, they do something.
And this is the moment. For the druids who are so in tune with the land, there's zero doubt. His right to rule doesn't come from a crown or a throne someone made. It comes from the earth, from the sky itself. When they say this, it's a done deal. His destiny is sealed.
So you have to wonder, right? How does a kid born with all this power and destiny actually grow up? Well, as we're about to see, this innate power starts to show itself, and he becomes this gentle ruler of nature.
You'd think a kid born in a storm would be, a little wild, a bit of a handful, but he's the complete opposite. His connection with nature is just pure harmony. He's not some force trying to control the wild, he's part of it. The animals aren't scared of him because to them, he just belongs there.
And this comparison is so cool. It shows his powers aren't just there. His emotions are literally plugged into the elements. He laughs, the wind calms down. He cries, it starts to rain. It's like he has this physical empathy with the whole world. I mean, can you imagine if your mood controlled the weather? That's wild.
And we're not talking about magic like spells and potions here. His connection to the land is just a part of him. It's as natural as breathing. The land and the king, they are quite literally the same thing. But you know how these stories go. Things rarely stay this peaceful forever. And now we start to see a shift. There's a hint of trouble on the horizon, something that threatens this perfect little picture and hints at a much more uncertain future. So we're left with this final, beautiful image, right? A gentle king, completely in tune with his kingdom, loved by nature itself. I mean, it's perfect, a total fairy tale. And then that one line drops and everything changes. You realize the peace in Avelshire is like a bubble. It's isolated. That simple little phrase is so ominous. It tells you that there are things happening out there, forces that are way beyond Aldric's control, and maybe beyond his gentle touch too.
And that's really the question the legend leaves hanging in the air. What happens when a ruler whose whole power is based on harmony has to face a world that just doesn't care about it anymore? You start to think that maybe the storm he was born in was just a preview of the storms he still has to face.